Might I ask you to deliver a package? To whom? I'm not at liberty to say. A package will be made ready for you across the way when you have it. So it is delivered to Miragel's Regret. Greetings. I was just leaving to pay my respects to our departed sisters. Now that you are here, I am furnished with a thought. Perhaps you are interested in performing the ritual yourself. I can think of no better way to learn more of our people and the way of life. I knew you had an inquisitive mind. Very well, take this flower to the wild fete. One of our sisters there will instruct you in the ritual. Greetings, ally Veronica. You have come at an opportune time. I'm faced with a problem that I could use an outsider's assistance to solve. Several days ago we sighted a young girl wandering the wood. We loosed warning arrows and she fled back when she came. However, she dropped these earrings in her haste. I bear no ill will toward her, so I would like to return them, but I cannot leave. If it is not too much trouble, could you bring them to their owner? As a sign of apology, I would like to affix a Ronkin lily bell to the earrings. They can be found growing in the woods of the Ishmael. When you are done, please make your way to Slitherbow and find her. I believe she wore her hair in pigtails. I apologize for requesting such a menial task from you, but as you know, I have little recourse. I simply wish to put her heart at ease. You... It cannot be. Are you... No, my apologies for the outburst. I confused you for someone I once knew. Something about you seems so familiar. Perhaps you are a traveler as well. All who embark upon that path have a singular way about them. You must know much of the world outside the wood. Please, could you hear me with a story or two? Vice Joyce, I knew you could not stop at asking for two. And you know I would not stop at asking for two. Well, if you ever find yourself ideal and eager to entertain, I shall be here. You agree? Oh, many thanks to you. I am so starved for amusement these days. I've heard tell that Lakeland has been abandoned. I once heard the name of the elves' new home in passing. For the life of me, I cannot recall it. Speak of the Crystarium. Yes, the Crystarium. They say that the Crystal X are conjured the spire in an instant. Oh, to wield such power. What of Nabaratharang? The city that produced such lustering trinkets. Does it still stand? Only ruins remain. How dreadful. Truly, this flood spared no land. Tell me, have you heard of the Warriors of Light, grand heroes, savior of the worlds and so on? Indeed they are, and I'm glad to know that there are some in this world who still believe in heroism. I must thank you again for providing so little company. Please, will you walk with me? Since you have been so kind, I would tell you a story of my own in return. However, it would not do to be overheard. There's a place where we may speak in private, to the west. It will not take long. Live and breathe, an ally of Veronica. It just so happens I have a vital task that I would entrust to none other. Our Viis on patrol require new raiments, and I will deliver them to them at Bow-Rest. They should be expecting you. Pray there will not be a repeat of your incident with the chieftainess Almond. I suppose I was staring too intently. I never thought I would live to see one of the allies of Veronica. many others in the wood, Akira says I'd mind to deliver these arrows to my sisters, but perhaps you should do it in my stead. They'd be overjoyed to meet someone so distinguished. Yes? Oh, my apologies for not noticing your arrival. I wait my sister's return. She has been training to become a hunter, and today I sent her off into the woods alone for the first time. I wanted to believe she is ready, yet I fear I've made a terrible mistake. Even I can hear her cry as I go through the woods, but it's forbidden to assist hunters in the training. You, however, are not bound by our laws. In fact, my sisters would be likely to see it as a mercy if you did. She aims to ask you if this of you, but could you bring her back to Phantom? She was last seen near Bull Rest. Here's my most desperate moment. Oh, why would that be you, of course? You see, I've been so absorbed by my work, I failed to notice how lack proficiency to apply the final touches. I procure them myself, but I cannot very well leave the food to cool. This is why I must ask you for help. Please, will you gather the meat and blood and return them to me? Give my word you will not go unrewarded. Splendid, you have no idea how much your aid means to me. The task is a simple one, but requires several steps. In order to obtain the first blood required, you must draw out this caracal with the meat of its prey. Then hunt down blue deer does, which can be found near bowheads. Embark on a hunt of your own and place 2 pieces of doe meat as bait near the trees around the camp. The rest is painless. Slay any caracals that come seeking an easy meal, bringing me their blood. The task is more vital than you could know, but I trust you can get it done. Provisions? Oh, yes, of course, here you are. I apologize for this. There's no reason anyone should ask you, of all people, to make such a simple delivery. Greetings. What business do you have with me? What fortunate timing. I am soon to depart on my hunt. The wood and the Viis must live together in harmony. To us, the hunt is not leisure. Every part of our prey is treated with utmost respect, from the meat to the bones to the fur. Thank you for coming. You may wonder why I brought you here. See, long ago in these very woods, I was wounded and nursed back to health by travelers much like yourself. They were hunting a very specific prey, and in exchange for my health, they shared some stories of the outside world. I remember falling that night, held by the fire, regaled by the longest tales. Although our time was together short, I know for certain that there was not but good in our hearts. And I heard that those self-same travelers about off the flood and refused to believe it. However, even if it is true, even if they caused this world's ruin, I cannot blame them. If they did somehow by hand, yet it was not a willing. The heavens deemed it fit. We can live well over 2 centuries. I myself have seen my 100th name day come and go. Even so, too many of us have met premature ends at the hands of the sinews. There are not many left to remember the time before the flood. This is why I was compelled to tell you of those travelers, so you might leave here with full knowledge of their character. Thank you for lending me an ear to my story. Normally I would not think to make a request of the allies of Aranka, but this is an emergency. One of our sisters is in labor. Will you help us make ready for the delivery? I've asked Olma to prepare a blanket for the child and seal for fresh water. By the gods, an ally of Aranka! Are you certain you want to speak with me? If so, then why? Arrows from one such as you. You have a brave soul and kind heart. Receiving this gift, I am overwhelmed. Try to look the other way. Finished purifying with the water but moments ago. The child's ears must be cleansed before the first argument to the call of the woods. Never listens. Oh, it's you. How much did my girl need you to hear? Notice torment knows no end. I set my niece out to gather branches for a bow, but she has yet to return. Knowing her pious nature, doubtless she is lost in prayer under some tree or another. While I would never deny her faith, she must learn not to neglect her worldly duties. My warnings fall on deaf ears, however. Perhaps you can succeed where I fail. Could you speak with her on my behalf? She's likely somewhere in the wild vet. You there, perhaps you can accompany me on a patrol of the wood. As an ally of Ronka, it may serve you well to see how we Viis ensure the safety of our sacred sites. Do you not agree? Splendid. Very well, we will begin at once. I shall await you at bow rest. I was told someone would be coming here, like of a finest fur. Go on, they'll be waiting. You, an ally of Ronka here. Do I owe the honor of this meeting? Oh, arrows. Not what I expected, but you have my thanks. How odd. Until quite recently, we only used these arrows to keep others away. Yet here I am receiving them as kindness from an outsider. You have to make it in water. Good. With this, everything is in order. It's been far too long since any of our sisters has given birth. You honor us so with your assistance. Would that we could allow you to meet the child once born. To ensure their safety, it is strictly forbidden for any save the wet nurse and the immediate family to see them. Even should the opportunity never arise, make no mistake, the child will hear of your deeds. You have my word on that. those seeking refuge. They cannot escape their fate. I shall draw them out. You do the rest. Surely you are worthy of your title. Only said your prey was weakened and emboldened you. But it appears that was unnecessary. Well then, let us proceed. You have proven your mettle, so it would be best for us to patrol separate routes from now on. Look up to the area near the wild vet. I shall depart to the morning stars. Once you finish, meet back here. Be safe. Stay away! Forgive me. In my panic, I mistook you for one of the Darajos. More importantly, why are you here? See, she will be disappointed to hear this. If you'll come to me, perhaps she'll be more forgiving in your presence. Oh, what a sight! It is not often we see so vaunted a hero as yourself in this remote area. What do you need from me? Our new attire, wonderful. Indeed, the fabric and design are everything I made them out to be. This will aid us greatly. The leather is made from the skin of rails and is unsurpassed in quality. They have bestowed upon all who come of age and complete the rites. Particularly this outside rites. Well, let's save that for another time. That's gonna give you nightmares. An outsider come from the village. How did you... I didn't spoke of you. And I Veronka, yes? Welcome to Bowcast. Cyclist serves dual purposes. Here we keep watching for any who would shoot on our home, and also for beasts that would feed it. We must stay ever alert, so that our arrows strike true. To come to Bowcast. What brings you here? Of course, Hyman said someone will be building this place. They are officially made for archers, and one of the speed up movements as different material is. Them saw often various colored projects to our himself. We have forgotten to move from God. Every day says opening, and that's what we can do. stretched back far back, the entire movement of the flood. And back on an era that lived a being known as inertia, the time lived for the world beyond the world. After much contemplation, she finally resolved to leave the home. On the day of her departure, however, she hesitated in this very spot, coming back to taking force one last time. Knowing that she could only return and emerge again, her sorrows cleared the great one. And from her tears fell spilling above the street. So that time the stream became a river, now known as River Street. These actually flowers personified merchant. When we set them flowering down by the river, we honor the memory of those who got God and remind them that they have nothing forgotten. Now try for yourself. Keep in mind of countless Viis rest upon their own journey. I'll be finding the light. Visions then. I'm never tired of this bed. It smells like home. No, I should not take it home. I can't. Just take this letter back to Father for me. A word of gratitude for your provisions. Farewell, may the blessings be of the will be upon you. What? Lenny sent you? It seems I must apologize for you becoming your burden as well. However, we have released me to return the blessing of benediction. God, branches let a gift of wood, peace in the land of it must be so grateful. This tree is to be said to be blessed by his Maya, the goddess of the breeding land. It is only natural she can say that thanks favor for her son who is now. Would you care to join me? I see the tree's protection like you might be safeguarded from danger on the journey ahead. The goddess shall watch over your every step. Now suppose this time I seek out a suitable bridge. Please tell Nelly and my shall be yours. You returned already, taking your patrol as an eventful as mine. What a single arrow? Impossible! Can it be? Ah! Did you hear that? From deep in the woods, someone crying for help. She may be in danger, we must help. One of Veronika's allies here. Something is Tanya sent you on an errand, did she? She's bold, if nothing else. Nevertheless, your efforts are much appreciated. I've always need for arrows during my patrols. If you ever see me again, do not hesitate to call out. My Oculus does not bite. She was attacked. Luckily, a watcher struck down her aggressor before she came to any serious harm. An uncommon occurrence, but it is not unheard of to see one while they are hunted. Notice the character decided was doing as well. He must have fled into the wood when you arrived. At any rate, you must treat her. Let us return to town. bearings? It just happens I lost my own while in the woods some time ago. You didn't. You found them. And the lily bell is a masterful touch. Viis asked you to do this. I suppose she didn't mean any harm after all. This is as Master Matoya said. They uphold their duty as the woods protectors with grave severity. They only acted as they should have. Please give this ring to the one who sent you. Tell her I apologize for my rudeness and we'll be more careful next time when I next go into the woods. Unless you have kept one for yourself, I see your deliveries are complete. Thank you. Although I told him you were coming, I imagine it was an entirely different thing to actually speak with you. It shall not be long until you are accepted as one of our own. May we work together, ally of Ronka. You returned. We were able to deliver the provisions. Sure they did that. She always spoke of living of living free. I didn't think. Fitting that she would choose to leave at Myrtle's regret. Instead, the river was born of the tears of those who chose to leave the village. For long, they continued no longer hear the call of the woods. They became strangers. That is fate of all Viis who leave these woods, and until she chose to leave. She's never been strong and will, and she will need that strength when she truly meets the beginning of her life anew. I think your presence here inspired me. No doubt she was glad it was you who saw her off. She would want you to have this. If you excuse me, I have more provisions to repair. How goes the hunt? Do you have the ingredients? I knew you were up to the challenge. God's bless the day I meet an ally of Veronka. This meal is no ordinary one. I am preparing it for my companions who were wounded while patrolling the Great Wood. It is meant to help the body mend, and for that I need the lifeblood and flesh of the beast most savage. It is a wonder I overlooked such ingredients in the first place. Nonetheless, I thank you for your help. We shall toast in your honor. Returned at last. One of my companions has already commanded in your generous deed. She scolded me as is her nature. However, under her wrath was joy, willingness day. Allow me to thank you again for giving my companions an experience they will still not soon forget. I was filled to express the joy I feel to see her say thank you. I failed you, sister. Not for him, the beast of the wood will surely devour me. You were not ready to hunt alone, and there is no shame in that. The failure lies with me. My poor judgment put you in danger, but you will be ready next time. I will see to it personally. Thank you. And thank you as well. When you next meet, perhaps I will be saving you. Back. How was it? I just regret is where many Viis who yearn for the outside world will have made a choice. A choice between their home or their dreams. A close friend of mine chose the latter long ago. I wonder if she too stood on the riverbank with tears in her eyes, as most did. However, even if those dear to us are no longer here, our memories of them will never fade. We set flowers upon the waters to remind ourselves of that. If you ever encounter Viis from Fan Out, pray share your own story with them. The adventurous heart that led them to you will enjoy nothing more. You have returned. Did you find the girl? I see. She is kind as well as wise. She'll hang this ring from my neck as a keepsake to remind me of her. You have my gratitude for everything you have done. Oh, she did not prove too troublesome. So even warriors you can be convinced to stay a humble player. Perhaps there is power in conviction after all. Very well. I too shall pray that the goddess keep you in good health. It was quite an eventful first ritual. To think you would meet one of the wood's watchers. Perhaps meet is not the right word. I can only introduce you as Blanca's allies, since our guardians of Valkyries. The day was far from a disappointment, however. With your help, we were able to guide a wounded ally to safety. You are welcome to join me again anytime you wish.